So the thing about being in Cambridge is that you see companies that you might not see anywhere else. This is not just an ecosystem of software developers and app developers. We're building hardware that takes years and years, maybe even a decade or more of research and development plus commercialization. So it's really building hardware to solve major issues in our world, and that's, I think, a unique thing that comes out of MIT. Being a spin-out company from MIT has really tremendous advantages. The reputation, the visibility that you get coming from an institution as reputable as MIT has been incredibly valuable. I think, especially in our case, it's such a crazy idea that we can store energy using liquid metals and molten salts that I think if we were almost anywhere else, people maybe wouldn't have believed us and wouldn't have been able to raise funds to develop this technology. So we've had our share of challenges. Getting the initial cell chemistry working in the lab was a huge undertaking. Then identifying that we need to actually explore new chemistries to lower the operating temperature of the cell, to improve its cell voltage. That was a whole new effort, and there was a tremendous group of researchers at MIT, largely funded by our industrial partner at the time, Total, a French energy company, as well as grants from ARPA-E and other folks. That we had a large group at MIT really focused on discovering new chemistries, uncovering things that had never been done before. So that was certainly a challenge early on, was really to find the chemistries that could make economic and commercial sense. So right now our technology is still working at the cell level, and we've begun testing out systems and developing manufacturing processes for this technology. We're still very much in the development stage. We have laboratory prototypes both of individual cells as well as strings of cells, as well as equipment needed to assemble and produce these cells at the rates that we'll require at volume manufacturing. So very much still in the development stage at this point, but within a year we're looking to start deploying 5 systems throughout the US, including in Hawaii, in Alaska, in New York, and a military base in the New England area. I think the value that larger corporations could bring to a company like us, certainly as a strategic partner, as someone that would be interested in willing to deploy our first prototypes, obviously funding for those is very helpful. Setting up contracts potentially for longer term partnerships as we look at ramping our manufacturing capability. We don't see us doing that just on our own. We certainly want to be working with partners around the globe to help distribute our technology and increase the ramp rate of deployment of our devices.